full moon happening on the 3rd of June 2023. This is going to be a collective message, and then I'm going to get into how the full moon will impact the 12 signs. There will be timestamps down below for that, as well as a link about this full moon, and if you would like to purchase a reading as well. So let's get into the energy of the full moon. This full moon is happening in the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a fire sign, right? And Sagittarius is also ruled by Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is currently in Taurus along with the North Node. And this energy is about what we value and what is important to us. It's about our blessings and how we can go after it, especially with the North Node. The North Node is fated, it's destiny, it's risk. It's about stepping outside of your comfort zone. And that's the energy of it. Jupiter amplifies this energy with the North Node. Jupiter already amplifies the energy of our faith, opportunities, what we believe in, our prayers. All of that energy is with the North Node, both in the side of Taurus. But what is important to remember with this full moon? It's a Sagittarius full moon, and Sagittarius rules over freedom, adventure, it's jovial, it's having fun. It's a fiery energy. It's about passion, excitement, and even if there's drama, right? Because it is a full moon. Full moons is when we release the most, when we purge out of our lives. It's where our feelings are intensified with the full moon, because the moon is full and all our feelings become intense. So it amplifies what we're feeling, and the feelings will be in the sign of Sagittarius of wanting freedom, wanting adventure, wanting to feel optimistic, wanting to achieve all the things that we want to achieve. And there's a lot of wisdom too that can come to us with this full moon. We do have the sun in Gemini. So that means we can be finding it very difficult to sleep around this time. We could be having a lot of anxious thoughts, especially because of Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury and our mind, our intellect, what we're thinking about. And we can find ourselves feeling very scattered because the sun is in Gemini. So it's like we want to do this, we want to do that. Or if there's anything that we have planned for the day, it's like the times keep changing. Everything is just in flux. You know, I'll meet you there. No, maybe we should go there. This seems better, right? And this is also because of the Sagittarius energy, which is also a mutable sign. So things tend to change a lot when we are in mutable energy. And we need to be very much aware that our thoughts could be racing, especially with Mercury. We want to be curious, we want to be open, but maybe there's too much we're open to. We're thinking of too many different things. There's a lot that we want to do. And because this full moon's in Sagittarius, it wants us to feel like we can take it to the max about what we can do and what we can bring into our lives. Given that there's so much passion and wanting of what we want to accomplish, people can be feeling very fiery and very passionate. So everyone's feeling fiery, passionate about what they want to do, and that can bring in some drama and conflict because it's what I feel is right for me. It's what I believe in for me. So everyone's on this buzz of energy of like, I want to do this, you know? This is what it is for me, and we should respect everyone and their choices and what they feel is right for them, right? So this is a beautiful full moon that encourages excitement, optimism, opportunity, you know, getting out. And it's so good because after we had eclipse season, which we dealt with a lot of releasing, this full moon is the first full moon after eclipse season. So it's giving us a lot of new and fresh energy, and it's also helping us see what we need to break free from. If we're having a full moon, and a full moon is about releasing and letting go, things coming to an end or complete. It's complete now. With the full moon is a complete cycle. So it's telling us that things are complete. This full moon is showing us, okay, we went through eclipse season. Lots of things came to me about what I need to release. How do I attain the freedom of adventure, right? I don't want to feel stuck. I don't want to feel stuck in a rut. I don't want to feel like I can't move. This is the energy of movement and moving forward. And so it's important to remember, we do have a T-square to Saturn. Saturn is in Pisces. So we can feel like we need to be responsible for certain things. We need to, you know, set some healthy boundaries as well. But, you know, a lot of the mutable signs, especially Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini, and Pisces would feel this feeling like they're just doing the day-to-day, the grind. Sagittarius isn't that. Sagittarius is the world and getting out and to accomplishing a lot and to feeling this joyful energy. So we can be releasing a lot of what has been holding us back from experiencing the freedom that we truly want, what in any area of life that you feel that you've been finding yourself feeling stuck. We all want to break free, and freedom is calling us. This full moon in Sagittarius is trining Mars in Leo. And Mars in Leo can be, Mars in Leo is about, again, another fire sign, passion, adventure. But Mars is also about how we take action. So we're pretty motivated in our feelings to go after what we want. That's going to bring in this freedom. But at the same time, we need to be careful, especially when, we have our feelings so predominantly with Mars, because yes, we can feel motivated and passionate, but Mars is also known in mythology as a god of war, so we can be feeling quite aggressive, and others can be feeling aggressive. It either leads to motivation or aggression, right? With Mars, we either get motivated and get up and do something about it, or aggressively going after what we want, where it's no matter what, this is what I want, is important to me. So it can be utilized in a good way where you're truly determined to stay focused on what is important to you, or it can be in a way where you come across too aggressive, or others are coming across too aggressive about what they're moving forward with. So know that because this full moon is happening in fire energy, it's passion to the max, it's dramatic, it's release. But because the energy is in Sagittarius, it's entertaining, meaning like, this is Sagittarius. It's not about being so concerned with the drama of things. It's like, I gotta move on, I gotta move forward. If you hold me back, I can't stay put. I can't look and stay stuck. I got to feel the adventure. I gotta feel jovial. I gotta feel alive. And if I'm feeling not alive and I'm feeling stuck and bored and dealing with your conflict or this situation's conflict, I'm stepping out of that and I'm really seeking the adventure and freedom of spirit. A lot of us are going to seek to be free from what has been keeping us stuck and holding us back. And because of that T-squares especially, when there are squares in astrology, it is a place of conflict, either with ourselves or with others, that are keeping us in a situation where we feel we are bound by too much and we want to be unbound and we want to feel this freedom of Sagittarius. Other than that, it's quite a beautiful full moon, really good for getting out, excitement, joy, feeling happy, feeling jovial, really pursuing what you truly want to pursue. I would just say watch out for the aggressive energy. It is a full moon and people can feel quite aggressive or anxious during this full moon. Lack of sleep, racing thoughts, panic attacks with the sun especially being in Gemini and our mind being so active. So it's trying to show you, let that stuff go and truly follow your freedom and sense of adventure with a fire full moon in Sagittarius. Now, let's get into the signs. For you, Aries, this is really about freedom, adventure, bring things to a completion, especially if you've been like studying or learning something. This is where you complete it, or you decide to hire your education, take it further in some way. It's also about travel. So you either like have been traveling and have completed that, or deciding on, taking a vacation, giving yourself that time off, giving yourself that sense of freedom and adventure within your life. Now, for you, Taurus, this has to do with joint finances, money, investments. This is where you can pay off debts or investment you've been working on comes through for you. It's also about your partner's finance. So if you're with a partner, how much are they earning? Maybe they might get an increase, or maybe they're going through something financially and you got to be there for them. It's also a full moon for you for setting healthy boundaries, also dealing with having to face any past traumas, past pain that's been keeping you stuck. And now you're seeking that freedom of optimism so that you can really work on your sense of financial health, your emotional health, and also your health when it comes to your intimate connections with others. So you might even share how you've been feeling with someone that you really care about in order for them to support you in some way. It's a very positive time for you to really look at ways and wisdom. Self-worth is very important. When we don't have much self-worth or self-belief, or something in the past that maybe led to failure keeps us stuck, then we feel that we can't achieve what we want to achieve. So this is about you believing in yourself. Now, for you, Gemini, this is happening in your one-on-one connections with others, both personally and professionally. This is where a relationship You could go through a breakup, or something can happen within a relationship where there's conflict, and you kind of need to discuss it, get it out into the open in order for the relationship to evolve. This revolves around your relationships, and if it's not personal like that, it can also be professional relationships that you either feel that you're done with or no longer want to be in contact with. So any relationships that are dragging you down, you either think about ending it, having a discussion in order for this relationship to evolve, but you are putting healthy boundaries when it comes to your one-on-one connections with others. For you, Cancer, and this has to do with your work life, your day-to-day routine, and your health. This full moon, you'll be really focusing on your physical, mental, and emotional health and how you're feeling in all of those realms. And if there's anything you need to release or make changes in order to feel better, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Also, when it comes to working with others, co-workers, there can be some conflict there, and you might think about changes and even changing your work life, making changes there, or something new can come up for you when it comes to your work life. Now, for you, Leo, this is happening with romance, creativity, children, creative projects. So when it comes to your romantic life, maybe you go out on a very exciting date. That will be great. Or even your romantic life, you'll be thinking about what's keeping you stuck. Where is there lacking any freedom and emotional fun and adventure spirit? So you might be thinking about, maybe I should plan something. Maybe I should take steps forward in order to find this adventure I'm seeking within my dating life. This is also time where if you are on a date, maybe things even can get quite heated, but it is quite a passionate time. Heated as in terms of conflict, but it is a passionate time for you. So your passions are running high when it comes to your romantic life, and you're asking yourself, I need freedom, I need adventure. Can you give me that? Yay. If not, right? When it comes to your children, there's also where you might be looking at your children, what changes you need to make if you have children. And if you don't, it has to do with creative projects as well, where you might complete a creative project, or you're looking at what changes you need to make in order to make a creative project a lot better within your life, but really does spur on your creative juices and wanting to have fun. Right, Virgo. This has to do with your home and family life, and a full moon here has to do with releasing and letting go. So either maybe you completed releasing and letting go, like past stuff emotionally, but also your physical home. So either you completed home renovations, or you're thinking about moving home. Where can you live that will be better suited for you and your family? You're thinking about what changes you can make within your family and your soul family, close connections, in order for things to evolve in a better way. This full moon can bring up some conflict too within family. And it's showing you, what is better suited for you when it comes to your home and your family connections. It can be quite a deep and emotional full moon, more so for you, because you have to release emotions that are keeping you stuck and putting you more in contact with your heart space and heart, so that you can make things more in a solid and stable way when it comes to your deepest connections to others. Right, for you, Libra. This is a great full moon for working on anything that has to do with writing. So you might be producing something, writing down notes, completing your to-do list, sending out those emails, communication with others. There will be a lot of communication with others. And you also might be rethinking the way that you communicate. It's really good for maybe anything that you want to write, produce to put out, learning something new, completing something that you have been learning, but you're really looking at ways in which you can connect more to people around you. It's really good for also small distance trips, really great for getting those errands done. But it is quite a busy day for you, and you might even find a busy time that things feel a bit scattered, like there's a lot you want to do. So the best is to put pen to paper, get a list of what you can accomplish, what you're going to accomplish next, and that will be the best way for you to get things done. Now for you, Scorpio, this has to do with your earned income and skills and talents. So either you've been paid out for something you've been working on, or you're thinking about what changes you need to make in order to earn more. And when it comes to your skills and talents too, you're looking at ways to advance yourself with the skills and talents that you have, so that you can earn more. So it's great for putting out a resume so you can get a job. It's great for learning something so that you can get a job. So it's like, oh, okay, this is what my skills and talents are. I'm really good at listening, and maybe I could, take up something where I can type out what I'm hearing in order to get, that done for companies, something like that. You have to look at your skills and talents that are personal to you. How can you advance that to earn more? But you will be looking at your finances and seeing what changes you need to make in order to make things better for yourself. When it comes to you, Sagittarius, You are the voice, you are the party, you are the life of this full moon. This is about releasing anything that's been keeping you stuck and holding you back. You are wanting that freedom. You are optimistic, but you feel like, okay, the day-to-day routine and all the things I've been doing, there's so much going on with my connections, with my home life, and I really want to break free. This full moon is telling you, break free, yes. Release what's been keeping you stuck. Lighten the load in order for you to have more room for you to explore and for you to attain your goals. Sagittarius have a lot of goals and there's a lot of things you want to accomplish. But through lightening your load, you can really go after more that you truly feel aligned to. For you, Capricorn, this full moon is about rest, rejuvenation. You could be feeling quite exhausted, like you've been so busy and there's so much going on and you've been really focusing and getting a lot done when it comes to your work life, you know, day-to-day work, health, fitness, all of those things. So now for some, with this full moon, you need some time to self. You've been taking care of your day-to-day priorities. Now you need some time to self. You need some time for rejuvenation. This is a spiritual full moon for you. So your dreams could be quite vivid. You need to trust your intuition. You need to close out and let go of people and situations that bring too much drama into your life. So it is a time of closing out, letting go. It's a great time for spiritual healing and delving deeper into your spiritual self, clearing the slate and letting go in endings. If anything comes to light, especially that you need to let go of, be aware of that and don't be afraid to say goodbye and move forward. For you, Aquarius, this is happening in your connections, your social groups. So this can be a full moon where you are invited out to socialize more with others, to be out into the world, to get out and be there. But you will be questioning the people that you connect to. This is really you letting go of people that no longer feel connected to you in social circles and social environments. It's really about what is keeping you stuck. And you want to let go of those things when it comes to your future vision and goals for yourself. It is a fun full moon, but you are questioning your social circles, environment with you in, what boundaries need to be created, and what people you need to let go of in order for you to really fulfill the connections that you truly want to have within your life. So be prepared for that. And for you, Pisces, this full moon has to do with your career. So career changes are very important. Your reputation, so you could even receive recognition for hard work you've been putting in. This is about making changes to your career for your betterment, especially if things have been keeping you stuck. This is a time like maybe if you've been applying for jobs, you can get that job complete, or like you've received it and that's the completion point, or otherwise it has to do with you actually literally wanting to change jobs, change the career path that you're in, looking for your deeper purpose and letting go of what's been keeping you stuck so that you can truly move forward. Now, our manifestation card is you are unstoppable, 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 unstoppable. For this beautiful full moon, and I think that's so perfect for Sagittarius full moon. Right, Sagittarius is about movement. It's about the world, exploring adventure. So it's so important for us to remember that we are unstoppable. And everyone's going to have this feeling during this full moon that they are unstoppable. So be prepared for that. But it's not about them. It's about you and what you really want to move forward with and break free within your life. Thank you so much for watching. Wishing you a beautiful and blessed full moon.